Hey peeps, my name is Naisha and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to give you my review on And the Haze Will Take Us Season 1. Also there will be spoilers, so just want to let you know now, you have been warned. Now the summary says, the gods are long gone and your village is shrouded in a deadly fog. You are used to the secrets of your home and the silence, but when you feel the haze calling out to you, everything changes. Now, And the Haze Will Take Us is the 42nd book release on Romance Club. This book was released in June 2024. The author of this book is Alisa C, also known as Alice, who also wrote Shadows of Saintfour, Heaven's Secret, Arcanum, Heaven's Secrets 2. Now, disclaimer. The author was inspired by Slavic mythology and pagan belief, but the events of this story is fictional and do not claim to be accurate history. And I want to say that's one of the things that I love about And the Haze Will Take Us. I love that the author Alice, I'm gonna go by her nickname Alice, that she was inspired by Slavic mythology and pagan beliefs. Season 1 was amazing to me. Like, it was chef kiss. Basically, we follow the point of view of Lady. That's a default name that I gave her. Anyway, Lady, she is a twin. Her twin name is Varaya, but I'm gonna call her Raya for short. And then she also has an older sister named Hannah, who hasn't spoken ever since the twins were born. And of course, like, Lady, she basically is a shepherd. And I want to say, yeah, they just turned 18 and they have this whole little celebration for like those who turn 18. And so Lady and Varia just turned 18, and of course, you know, they get ready for the celebration that's going to be happening. And you also get to meet certain characters, especially love interests. Dragon, who is Raya's best friend. Ozar, who is the he's the magus and the grandson of the high priestess of the village that Lady and them are in. I guess I could tell y'all about him. So yeah, before I get like into the story even more, let me tell you about the love interests. Now we have Ozar. Ozar is the grandson of the high priestess. He is the village magus. I'm thinking it's magus. No, Magus. Magus. I'm gonna go with Magus. Because he bears a mark of the gods on his chest, making him the only one who has heard the dying breath of the gods and is able to talk to them. Ozar feels and hears their messages, a gift which manifested itself when he turned 18. Because of his status and good looks, a lot of girls from the village have a crush on him. and Ozar doesn't seem to miss out on anything. Before the beginning of the story, Ozar never paid much attention to Lady because she always seemed too prim and proper, aloof and indifferent to him. He only starts to properly notice her when he sees her dance on her birthday. After the High Priestess finds out about Lady's ability to see and hear things others don't, she suggests that Lady becomes Ozar's student. Also, let me give you information about Lady because she's the main character that you play. So, Lady is the main character you play as in the book, and the Haze Will Take Us. You could change her name in the beginning if you want to. But it says most choices, sorry about that, most choices you make for your main character in this book influence one of the following variables. Compassion. A compassionate character is attentive, obedient, and hardworking. She sympathizes with people and cares about their lives. Determination. A determined character does what she wants, regardless of what others think. She is curious and reckless. Reality, which is one of the two paths that you would take. Reality and the other one's Haze. But reality shuns the curse, fog, and seeks the protection of the gods. Haze urges you to explore the unknown, disregarding the will of the dead gods. And ties, these, they don't really tell you nothing about ties, but it says these choices change the story, the interactions you have with other characters, and the scenes you will be able to play. Now, actually, about our main character. Lady is a young girl living with her family in a small village surrounded by a mysterious fog called the Haze. Her father, Ratmir, is a shepherd while her mother takes care of the house. Lady, a rather clumsy and reserved girl with no talent for spinning yarn, dancing, or cooking, has been growing up in the shadow of her twin sister, Varaya, who is more gifted and very popular. The older sister, Hannah, born 1 year before them, appears to be mute. Her family is, yeah, well, scratch what I said about Hannah, because why did I think that she was talking? You know what? I'm going to continue. Her family is considered wealthy and has never known poverty, having everything they need for a quiet, distant life. The story starts when Leda and Varia turn 18 on the first day of the vernal equinox. After the celebration in the forest, also, spoiler warning, you have been warned again, but after the celebration in the forest, Varia disappears and is later found dead. Devastated, Lady noticed that the birthmark she shares with her sisters, shaped like a circle, has now changed. The circle has broken and lost its shape. She takes on Varia's task and visits the priests, Vala and Saren, at their house, trying to learn more about her sister's fate from them. Together with Varia's friend Tata, Lady is determined to find her sister's killer. Not long after her Not long after Varea's funeral, Lady starts seeing her sister's ghost and is convinced that she is still around, not able to pass over to the realm of the dead. When the high priestess notices that Lady sees and hears things that others don't, she suggests that Lady becomes the student of her grandson, the village magus. And that's basically how the story, how like that's how you are introduced to Lady and like all the other characters in episode 1 and stuff. Again, they are celebrating Lady and Varia turning 18. And then after the celebration, of course, um she goes home. Like, and as she's walking home, she basically finds her sister dead, and that's literally how the story begins. Now you have to find out like what happened to the sister, and there's a whole lot of change of events that happens, which again, I'm sorry, but this story is amazing to me. Is very suspenseful. There are even moments where I was jump scared. But let me get back to the other love interest, because I only read about Ozar. Um I'm just gonna read a little snippet about Dragon, because it's a whole lot about these characters. But anyway, Dragon is the son of the village elder and is childhood friends with Lady and her twin sister Varia. Although, well, let me read a bit. It says, as a child, Dragon was very close with his mother. I'm gonna call her Vin. With his mother Vin, because I cannot pronounce her whole name. It's pretty though. It looks pretty, but yeah, I can't pronounce it. But it says when she left to live as a hermit on the outskirts of the village, she didn't know how to handle his feelings and started lashing out at his friend Lady, pushing her away. As he grew up, he began to treat her with disdain and indifference. Despite that, he has always been nice to Varia, Lady's twin sister, valuing her as refuge and kind. In addition, he respects the girls' parents and often helps them with repairs around the house. Um, and like in the beginning, Dragon seems like he doesn't like Lady. However, he gives her a beautiful pendant for his birthday, and he pretends like he only got it in exchange for a weapon and doesn't mean anything, but it becomes more clear that he is in love with Lady and stuff like that. Okay, let's see. Let's go with Tata. I don't know if I want to say Tata or Tata. Like I'm just gonna go with Tata. Tata is a dancer and best friend with Varia, who is Lady's twin sister once again. At the beginning of the story, Lady and Tata are not close, only occasionally meeting through Lady's twin sister Varia. Tata is friendly to everyone around her, but she appears to be pretending, her real self seeming lifeless and lonely. She only lights up when she speaks to her friend Varia. Tata lives in a simple house with a sagging roof and a broken porch. She grew up there with her adoptive grandmother Nua, a woman with a sharp gaze and tongue, but kind eyes and warm hands. It's unclear where Nua found Tata when she was still a baby. On her deathbed, even Nura herself confessed that she doesn't know. Ever since her grandma died a few years ago, Tata does all the work and takes care of the house as best as she can. But time and poverty have taken their toll. Some people from the village call her no one's girl because she has no family, which really ticks me off because it's like, how dare you? So, yeah. Also, she could be a love interest if you are pursuing only women, or if you pursuing men and women. Same thing with the males, love interest as well. So okay, about Verlot. Verlot is, I'm gonna call him Lot. Lot is a young priest who protects the village by performing rituals and making sacrifice. He is able to walk through the haze and often does so. I do want to say that I like the fact that like when it comes to In the Haze Will Take Us, I like the fact that like you don't go, like none of the love interests you go into it lovey dovey. Like it builds. Like you have to build the connection with the person. It's not like oh, like I like you. No, it's more like, okay, I like you, but can I trust you type of situation. Especially with Lady, because she is trying to find out what happened to her sister. We have two more love interests to go through. Now, Saren. Saren is a young woman living with the priest, Valat. They are both feared by the villager, who call Saren a witch and suspect her of being responsible for bad occurrences. She knows a lot about plants, candles, protective magic, and healing. Um, okay, and the last one is Novak. Um, you only meet him at the end of season one, like the last episode and stuff, because he comes out, because the way he comes out, and I'm not gonna lie, they make it a big spectacle, which I love, because they're um because like the dead is surrounding him and stuff like that, but they don't touch him and stuff, and like he just comes out, like he just walks out like a badass, and I just like, and he's like, he tells Lady, the first thing he tells is like, you are like shining brightly and stuff. So that's like how he was able to like know where she was. Okay, but it says 18 years ago, Novak's father, a village priest, took him and disappeared into the fog. They were presumed dead until Novak reappeared during the Koche attack. Not much is known about his time in the haze, as he isn't forthcoming with what happened to him there. He claims this is due to Koche sealing his memories. I'm apologizing if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Novak comes across as calm and cold. It's evidence that he has been through a lot of pain and loneliness. So anywho, so let me get back into the story. Again, like I said, especially what I read about Lady, you know, her journey to figure out like her life is just like turned upside down with the death of her sister, and so of course she's trying to figure out what happened to her sister, like who like first of all, was her sister murdered, or was it natural causes? She doesn't know. Not only is she trying to find answers that, but she's also seeing things and getting different visions and stuff, and it's like, okay, she doesn't know what's going on, she doesn't know what this is for. And not only is she getting these type of visions, Ozar is getting a vision too, which I'm gonna be honest, again, like I said, I love the visuals of In the Haze Will Take Us. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful in like a hunting like spooky, creepy way. Especially when it comes to like the dead and how like the dead like because I want to say in like the last chapter, in the last episode of season 1, like the way they come out and like again the visuals are just like stunning. It's beautiful in a way. It's scary because like let me tell you, these motherlovers are creepy as ever. So it's like, oh my goodness, like like I said, there was a whole lot of jump scare. I'm thinking it was either episode 4 or 5, but there's an episode where like lady tells her father to take Varea's bed out of the out of her room because she and Varea has shared a room. And lady's like, no, I can't, because every time I look at this bed, I just think of Raya. I just can't deal with it. So she gets her dad and Dragon to take out the bed. However, while she's like it seems like she's up, but while she's up, she noticed that the bed is like back where it is, and it also like the screen pans to you seeing like her dead sister, and it's like, okay, jump scare, because I wasn't expecting that. Like I almost dropped my phone. Like when I tell you I almost dropped my phone looking at that was so spooky. I was like, oh no. But again, it made me want to read more because it's like, okay, what is going on? And it seems like that her sister is trying to warn her and things like that. Not only is she trying to warn her of something, but there's some crazy things going on because like even before like in episode 1, when she was, before she could celebrate her 18th birthday, there was somebody in a mask and they was making like a symbol out of air, like using their hands making like a symbol, and they made a symbol of her birthmark, and she just thought that was strange, but she didn't pay no attention to it. But however, she keeps seeing this guy and stuff like that. Not only that, she's also doing things that she doesn't want to do, but she's doing, like, she doesn't want to become a priestess, but she feels like this is the only way she could find out what happened to her sister. And we do end up finding out what happened to her sister. However, it's still very vague because it is said that, so lady also has a best friend. Her best friend name is Milton, and we find out that Milton was the guy who basically murdered her twin sister. And it's like, I'm sorry, that shocked the crap out of me. I still can't believe that. That's another thing. This story has so many twists and turns in it. You don't know what to expect. It's crazy. And I love the fact that like you could choose how you want your character, like basically how her personality is going to be, which is like there's 2 personalities you could have for her. You can either have her be compassionate or to be determination. I chose compassion because why not? You also get to choose, I would like to say like the ending. Well, not the ending, but you get to choose like, well, I would feel like the path of the, like, yeah, I want to say you get to choose like what type of ending your character is going to have, especially when it comes to like reality and Haze, because those are the 2 paths that you could like choose, like what she's going to follow. Like reality, she blames the fog. She believes the fog is cursed, and she believes in the gods. And then Haze is basically, her being curious about the fog, and also just not really disregarding the gods and stuff like that. And then ties, it seemed like I'm kind of nervous about the ties because it's like I don't know if the ties could be a good thing or a bad thing. So how I'm playing this, because I have two like saves. One of them I'm playing this with the ties, and another one I'm playing without the ties, just to see like what happens if you don't have the ties. Like I'm kind of curious to know that. What else I like about this story? Other than what I would like to say, I like Lady as a character. Mainly her determination to figure out what happened to her sister. Also just her personality, like just her personality. Because even though we can determine if she's compassionate or determination, some of her personality is kind of different from most of the main characters that like I play, because she does seem more aloof. Like she is just like going with the flow. It seems like she doesn't. I'm not gonna say she doesn't have a care in the world, but it just seems like she knows what she wants, and she knows it's just different from other people, and she's okay with her being different than other people. Like it doesn't bother her in any way, shape, or form, like it does everyone else. Um, I also like the relationship between Dragon and Lady, because again, it seems like they don't like each other at all. Well, Lady pretends not to like him, but we already know she has feelings. Well, she used to have feelings for him, but like not anymore. Well, again, she says not anymore. Like it's air quotes. However, she does have feelings for him, and he has feelings for her, because I want to say, yeah, in one of the later episodes, she goes to his workplace, and asks him to make like an amulet for her, and like after they like chit chat a little bit and go their separate ways, one of his work buddies says that like he ain't never seen Dragon smile that hard with anyone, even Rhea, who everybody assumed that Dragon and Rhea would be a couple, but no, they just friends. Um, Not only that, but it's just a whole lot of. I like the fact that it just seems like it seems like you have to put your detective hats on and figure out like what to do. Like, how can I explain it? I just like the fact that when they say like the choice is yours, the choice is literally yours. You don't know where the story is going to go and stuff like that. You think it could go one way and it turns and go a different way. And that's what I like about it, especially like your choices does affect. Like say if you are like mean to someone, oh, that person gonna be mean back to you. Oh, that person gonna get revenge on you in some type of way. That's just an example. But overall, like I said, the story is just beautifully told. Not only that, again, the visuals are beautiful, especially um the CGIs of your moments with different love interests and stuff like that. It's very beautiful to see. And I know my favorite one is where Lady is in the first chapter. Lady decides to just like she's not really a dancer, but she decides to be like bumpy. I don't care what no one thinks. I'm gonna dance, and she dancing so mesmerizing that it's like, um, I want to say so far there was only two. Yeah, there was only, well, for me, cause I my preference is men. There was only two love interests that like she caught eyes with. There was Dragon because he was looking at her, and then there was Ozar, and just the way they was looking at her, it was so intense. Like it's like dang, like you could feel it, like you could like slice that tension with a knife. And so, not only that, but like I said, like there are so many moments in this story that either made me chuckle, it made me just be like, just feel so much pity, especially for Lady's mother, because she's having a hard time with the death of one of her daughters. So is the father as well. However, it seems like the mom is like very affected by it. And it's heartbreaking to see. Um, and then there are moments that are like scary and stuff, because like literally there are moments where it's like, oh my goodness. And then I also forgot to mention, but the music and the background noises, but like yeah, the music and stuff. Oh my goodness. Like Romance Club know what they doing with the music, cuz I swear. And not only that, but like with certain like noises, like there was, if I'm not mistaken, there was in one of the episodes, something creepy happens, and like, but you hear like a creepy laugh. Oh my goodness, that gave me chills. I'm like, oh my, I had to put the book down for a minute. Well, not the book. I had to put my phone down for a minute because I was like, this is getting a little kind of scary for me. But overall, I enjoyed like season one. Season one was fantastic, and I like the fact that it seems like nothing has been solved yet. Like the only mystery that has been solved is the fact that, like, we find out who killed her sister and stuff like that, but like we don't find out why. We also don't figure out like we also don't figure out about like her birthmark, because not only is her birthmark changed, but her older sister Hannah, her birthmark looks just like Lady's birthmark now. And so again, it's like it kind of makes you wonder, like, okay, what's going on with that? Like, what's up? We still don't have any answers with that, and that's what I like about it, because, and that's what I like about season one. Like, the only answer that was answered was like what happened to Varaya. But the main questions and things like that, I'm glad that it's not answered yet. Like, we still get that suspense. Like, even though we solve one thing, we still have like another mystery to solve. So, and then it also seems like there are more mysteries that's getting added. So again, the story is very suspenseful, and that's what I like about it. It's very suspenseful, like, but in a way that doesn't make me impatient. Like, I don't feel impatient. Like, just because I didn't get the information that I want doesn't mean I'm impatient. I'm actually like enjoying the suspense and just like, oh, what's gonna happen next? Um, And also, I want to say my favorite love interest so far would have to be Dragon. And the only reason why I like Dragon is because I feel like he has more depth. Depth. Um, I feel like Velat would also have more depth to it as well. But something about Dragon is like him trying to figure out his feelings. It's kind of interesting to see. So I'm leaning more onto him. However, I'm still like, figuring out what my options are going to be. But so far, I feel like um, Dragon is in the lead so far. But that's all I have to say about season 1 of And the Haze Will Take Us. I enjoy it. I definitely would rate this season 5 out of 5 stars. Like from like the first episode to the last episode of the season was fantastic. I enjoyed all of it. And I can't wait for like what season 2 is going to bring. And so far I'm enjoying season 2, but that's for another video. But if you made it this far, I do want to say thank you. I appreciate you for making it this far. And please let me know what you guys think about And the Haze Will Take Us. Do y'all like the story? Do you not like the story? Is there some improvements they could make? What was your favorite moments in season 1? And also, do you have a favorite love interest? Again, let me know in the comments below. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, see ya!